I think the unique thing about CyberArk is that we pioneered a big segment of this market called privilege access management, which is actually securing the keys to the kingdom that every organizations and government need around the world, and is essential in everyone trying to do zero trust today and securing against the modern attacks. And we've expanded our market to what we call identity security, expanding from securing the most sensitive credentials and users in the organization to also addressing workforce and third parties and even machines who need access. We talk about an total addressable market of $20 billion that we're going after, and it's actually going to expand in the future to 50 billion. So we have a huge market opportunity ahead of us, and strong execution, as you mentioned, in the last quarter. And we're very optimistic about our market and our team, and of course, we have an amazing customer base.
And all these summits, as well as conferences, starting with, of course, what the Biden administration did in terms of having that big cybersecurity conference last month, is that trickling down in more conversions, more client activity?
It doesn't affect short-term pipeline, which we've been building, and we build with our channels and with our teams around the globe. But it does raise awareness, especially to, I would say, laggard type of organizations that thought that security is optional, or organizations that were more focused on being compliant. The attackers don't care if a company is compliant. The attackers want to know that you've put deep security layers inside. So I would say these conferences are raising awareness. Some of it will also trickle down to effective regulation. And what we're seeing is that the US government and others are getting much more prescriptive and smarter in putting regulation and requirements in place that actually do raise the security level of companies and organizations.
You know, as of June 30th of this year, you had cash of about $1.2 billion. What are your plans to put that cash to good use?
Yeah, absolutely. We're a long-term business. And definitely, as we built up our cash, we talked about also pursuing non-organic opportunities. One of them we actually executed in the midst of COVID. In May of 2020, we made a very strategic acquisition, a company that in California that helped us expand into identity security and addressing all types of identities. And so that's the most recent strategic acquisition we've done. But we continue to look at opportunities out there. We leverage our roots we started the company in Israel, and there's a lot of innovation going on in Israel, but we have global presence. So it's definitely will be put to long-term use, but we have to be very smart and strategic, and it has to be the right opportunity. In the meantime, we continue to invest in our own innovation out of the CyberArk R&D itself.